Well, part of the show that I love is bringing on people to share their lives. Some of these guests had their money all put together, and they were able to share with you some of the wins that they had and how they did it. And others were just getting started. So if you've been wondering about them, we reached out, and they're giving us an update on how they're doing. Now, Jennifer Raisback, if you remember, she was a single mom who paid off $12,000 in debt. We reached out to her to see how she was doing, and she said, I'm using baby step 3B, which means she's out of debt and has a fully funded emergency fund, to cash flow 2 vacations in 2019, Florida with my kids in March, and a girls' trip in December for an 8-day Caribbean cruise, as well as saving for a ductless AC unit for my condo. My 16-year-old started using EveryDollar in November and is currently refunding his $500 emergency fund and saving for new tires. My 8-year-old also has a savings goal of a small laptop if he doesn't get it for Christmas. Jennifer, I love that. I mean, she's killing it, you guys. And next we had Cole, and Cole was so much fun to have on. If you remember, she paid off her house. Yes, she did. And she was pregnant, about to have a baby. So Cole said, on Tuesday, May 29th, we had a healthy baby boy. I was able to take my full maternity leave and not worry about the money aspect of it, which was amazing. I'm meeting with my SmartVestor Pro next week to put money into an account for Jax, as well as fund my investment account for the year. Our next steps are to save and pay cash for my next vehicle and to buy land and build our dream home. Oh, so great, Cole. I love it. Next, we had Kylie and Elijah. They were newlyweds and they had never done a budget together. They had some student loans, but were overall in a really good spot for their future. They had some money in savings, and it was enough to pay off their student loan. So I urged them to. So here's what they said. Following Rachel's advice, Elijah and I paid off my undergrad student loans. Love it. And using some of the money I had in savings. We try to stick to the budget using the EveryDollar app, and we're able to save a lot every month. So we're hoping to cash flow a new car for Elijah soon and also still have enough money to buy a house. They did it. They paid off their loans. Oh my gosh, so happy. Next, we had Taylor and Stephanie, and I mentioned them earlier in the show, but again, they sold their house to get out of debt. So here's how they were doing. In 2018, we paid off a little over $115,000 in debt. We paid off 12 student loans and all of our medical debt. We cash flowed new tires, dental work, and Christmas. We are just under $30,000 in student loan debt left. With what we're putting towards debt each month, we are projected to be debt-free around May of 2020. You guys, completely debt-free. Oh, so fun. So fun. Now, Elle came on, and she was on with Chris Hogan and me, if you remember. And she had just finished baby step 2. She got out of debt completely, and she was on her way to becoming an everyday millionaire. So here's what she said. I met with my SmartVestor Pro and have my investments all set up in an organized manner. I'm continuing to save, and hopefully home ownership will be in my near future. Thanks for all your help. Oh, Elle, thank you. Seriously, for coming on and doing that, and you're killing it. I love it. Next, we had Melvin and Danielle. Now, they were just a few episodes ago, and if you remember, they were gazelle intense, and they cut up 17 credit cards. So here's what they said. Since being on the show, we have made great progress towards our goals of getting out of debt. My wife decided to make a big change and take on a part-time job at our local Panera Bread. We've also paid off our first student loan. In 3 months, we've paid off $6,800 in student loans. 1 down, 4 more to go. Oh, you guys, you're killing it. Seriously, all of you, I cannot believe the progress that you have made this year. Thank you so much for being on, and you're just doing an incredible job.